All right. I think we're here, you guys. I think we're live. You guys let me know. Are we live? I think that we are. I think that we are. Just say hello when you get here. We're testing out our internet because we've been live over on Facebook this morning and we've been having some glitches last night and today. I think it might be Facebook and not the internet, but the only way to know for sure is to just come and chat with you guys on YouTube. We'll see if it still messes up or not. If it does, then we'll know it's the internet. And if it doesn't, we're going to know that it's Facebook just being ornery. Hey, Holly, how are you? Good morning, Miss Callie. Hello, hello. Callie was hanging out with us over on Facebook and it was glitching, right? Callie threw us off, totally threw us offline. So we're just going to test the theory and see. So we're going to chat for a while and catch up. I don't think I've done a live on YouTube in a while. You guys know we were trying to do the cocoa and cookies at least once a week, but we've just gotten so busy, it's hard to get that in. So we haven't been live on here in a little bit. I'm doing great, Holly. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it might be Callie's husband. She's got a theory going on too, that he might be sabotaging. Oh, that is so funny. So funny. So what have you guys been up to? We're just going to chat on a life update. I have a video coming for you guys, and I have got an itch right there on my nose. I've got a video coming up for you guys. Hopefully I'll have time to work on it this afternoon. No promises. It may be tomorrow, but finally going to do a makeover on the little Goodwill bench you guys saw us pick up. I did take you with us during the vlogs to Goodwill, and y'all saw that we've already done the stool makeover. That's already here on the channel, but we also got a little sitting bench, and I'm fixing to do that one over in the farmhouse style. So I'm going to be recording that and have it up hopefully in the next day or two for you guys on here. And then I still have, I can't remember, but I think I did show you guys the big, huge cabinet we got. I'm going to be making that over as a farmhouse style cabinet as well. So we'll do all that right here on the channel for you. Just trying to work out the schedule. A couple times that I went to go get the cabinet done, and wouldn't you know it, the weather wouldn't cooperate. Super windy or super rainy. So hopefully we'll have some good weather here soon and I can get that cabinet done too. So Shannon's here. Hello, Shannon. Hello, 73 Funk Fest. How are you? Hey, Debbie Parker. Welcome, everybody. Figured we'd sit here for about 30 minutes or so and just catch up and chat. I know the background is super messy. Look here. You can see Diva over here and the big umbrella lights. You see all the jewelry left over from this morning's show. It is a mess, but look over here. Over here, we've got this big jar of jewelry. If you're not following us on Facebook and haven't yet gotten involved with the jewelry shows, you're going to want to. Let me see if I can grab this. This is a huge honking jar of jewelry, you guys. Lots and lots of jewelry in here. One person is going to get to win everything in that jar. So find us on Facebook, Divine Sparkle Boutique. Go over there, follow the page, find the picture of this jar. All you have to do is click. If you're on your phone, it should be across the top. You'll click on the Photos tab. If you're on your computer, it'll run down the left-hand side of your screen. Find the Photos tab and then just scroll through the photos until you see the picture of this jar. It is going to give you all the rules on what you need to do to try to enter, but somebody's going to get, let me just tell you, this is the biggest giveaway we've ever done. It is huge. There's more in there than you probably think could fit. So get in on that. Get in on that. It's a great way to try some of the jewelry, and you might just win it for free. That is always good, right? Always good. All right. I thought I had my computer plugged in here, but alas, it is not on. So we'll have to keep an eye on that to see if it's going to die. So, all right, you guys, come on, give me something. Let's talk. Let's just chat for a while. What can we chat about? What do you want to ask me? What do you want to tell me? What have you been up to in your life since our last live chat together? You guys know pretty much what we've been up to because you see my life every day, but I don't always get to see your life. How many of you just watched the little painting video that we did? Did you guys enjoy that? We've had several comments from you guys. A lot of you did. A lot of you enjoyed that one. I had fun with that one. The little heart is up on the channel now. And tell what kind of things you guys want to see on the channel, because I'm trying to kind of restructure a little bit how we're doing the channel. I used to really, really love doing the product reviews. You know, we had done the Stash It or Trash It series. We did the Worth the Buck from Dollar Tree. But honestly, I mean, there's only so much there you can test, right? I mean, I think we've tested pretty much everything Dollar Tree had to offer. We've tested makeups and nail polishes. We've tested some of the tools and that fun stuff. All right, bye, babe. Love you. We've tested just about everything they have there. Some of the lights, the push button lights, we've tested car air fresheners, you name it. And we did all those for you in the Worth the Bucks. Those were fun, but there's not really a lot left to test at Dollar Tree. There's really just not. We did the Stash It or Trash It, where we were just finding different products at different places, letting you know if they were worth you going and buying or if they weren't. I really like those because I like testing out products and giving you guys my honest reviews to let you know whether you need to go waste your money or whether you should save it. But I had a whole stack of stuff here, you guys, that was like the as seen on TV products. And we were going to test and review some of those for you all. But life got busy. We started the jewelry. I had to rearrange the office and bring in all the new shelving. Look over there on that side. We've got jewelry from the floor to the ceiling. We got jewelry everywhere. These over here are not jewelry, but they're some of our games we played during the jewelry shows. And this is like actual office supplies over here, but up top there, things for the jewelry show. So it's like just taking over everywhere. So I had to just get rid of all that as seen on TV stuff. Just didn't have anywhere to keep it and didn't have any time to film it. But I thought about acquiring some of that stuff again and doing some product reviews on the as seen on TV stuff, because some of that stuff is really worth it and some of it's garbage. It's like, don't even waste your money. But I don't know. Are you guys interested in seeing those? I know y'all always loved the Worth the Bucks. Those, you guys really, really did enjoy those to see if the products were worth $1. But what about other kind of product reviews? Are you interested in any of that at all? Let me know. Hello, Miss Marcia. Hey there, Mom. I think that's Mom that actually said, oh, that may be my brother. I think that may be my brother, Ronnie Hartley. I thought that was my dad, but I think that picture is my brother. So hello, little brother. Patty is here. Hello, or Patricia. That's not Patty Yates. That's Miss Patricia, all the way in Long Island. Hello, hello. How's your weather up there? We were so cold today, and last night was unbelievably cold. Hey, Miss Jeannie, how are you? All right, who we got there? NM Personal Training. Hello. Hello, hello. All right, so what do you think about the product reviews? You guys want us to bring that back to the channel? I know also I've gotten several comments and emails from you guys lately wanting us to bring back the taste testing videos. How many of you want to see those coming back? You know, where we would do the blindfold and the kids would try to trick us with different things or whatever. We had to try to guess what it was that they had went and bought. That's always scary. But those are fun. Those were fun too. Hey, Tex. Hey, buddy. Those were always fun too. So we loved doing those. But you guys tell me, obviously the DIYs will stay right here on the channel. The upcycles from Goodwill, that's going to stay here on the channel. Home organization will stay on the channel too. Not sure though about the Dollar Tree hauls. I know a lot of you guys love those, but honestly, those are probably going to be here and there, kind of hit and miss. Not as often as they used to be. So, but let me know, what are you guys interested in seeing the most of? We're trying to get back to YouTube more. We were doing it every single day there for a while. You guys know that. We had the vlog channel. We didn't even get to do Vlogmas this year because life was just too crazy. Couldn't fit it in. And honestly, our daily life is pretty much the same. It's right here behind me. So we're either selling jewelry, packaging jewelry, getting the invoices ready so that we can put everything in packages, and there's not a lot exciting there. There's just not a lot exciting there. So I thought that going back to the product reviews would be a fun one to do, especially the as seen on TV. My brother is saying, guess that smell. Although that would be funny, I have no idea that I would really want to do that because I think that the kids would really get us some awful smells. Those of you who watched the, what was it? The Bean Boozled, who all saw that video? If you guys saw that video, give us a thumbs up right now. If you saw that video, that was the most disgusting. We had Bub and three of his friends, or did we have four other friends? I think we had three other friends and Bub here. And then, of course, myself. And we had to taste those jelly beans. And you guys, some of them literally want to make you vomit. So I'm sure there are a few smells that would do me the same way. I don't know that I could do that one. Mhm. Hey, now that would be a good idea, Debbie. Let me put my glasses on and read that comment fully. Found older products from the past that you find at thrift stores or garage sale. Wouldn't that be cool? That could be like a whole series on its own, like going hunting, treasure hunting for a blast from the past. Hey, that's a cool idea, Debbie. That's a cool idea. Mom and Dad have several thrift stores down there near them. We have one here. We have a Goodwill in the next town over, but honestly, we don't find much there. But they have some really good ones down there near the villages. There's like three or four that they go to all the time. And I could even have her looking for me. She could pick some up. That would be a good idea. Like true old school memorabilia stuff that we might find at the thrift store. Good idea. Oh, you did, Miss Jeannie? You went back and watched some old Vlogmases? I honestly missed it this year too because I love the vlogs. You guys know we created the whole vlog channel. We have, what do we have now? Like 6 channels? We might have 7. Let's see. We've got the jewelry channel, the vlog channel, this one, of course, the deals channel, the health channel, the devotional channel. I think we've got 6 channels on YouTube now. And the vlogs is what I miss the most. That's the one that I miss the most because we were doing daily vlogs for, well, nearly almost a year. We've been doing Vlogtober since 2014, maybe 2014 or 2015 was the first year that we started with Vlogtober. Then we went into Vlogmas and then Vlogust every year. Loved that. And you guys really like the vlogs too. Y'all really loved them. So we created the whole vlog channel, Divine Life Vlogs. And we did that channel for almost a year straight, every single day, day in and day out. But life wasn't so monotonous then. Like we actually could do things during the day. Now, life is so consumed with the jewelry, it's hard to have different content. I mean, like we're showing you the same thing every day, like, oh, good morning, I'm getting up, I'm going to get ready to do a jewelry show. So I felt like it became really monotonous for you guys. That's why I stopped with the vlogs. Vlogtober, we got about halfway through the month, but even then it was still, on the days that Bub had practice or if he had a game, we were out and we could take you with us and show you some things. But then if we were here, it was just like the same thing day in and day out. However, I will say this. With the jewelry, we've gone to a new system where we have Buy It Live now. So it does all of our invoicing for us. We don't have to invoice anymore. And we're able to package a little bit every day. And so it doesn't all pile up on us the same way that it used to all on the last day of the week. So I spend considerably less time with the jewelry than what I used to because Buy It Live just saves me so much time. That's how come we've been able to get a few YouTube videos back up for you and why we're trying to get the channel back going. So that has really been a lifesaver and it gives me a little bit of a life again because before, oh my gosh, I mean, like everything we did was centered on the jewelry, which I love. Don't get me wrong. I am not complaining because I love it so much. I really love what I do, but it did cut away the time that we had for YouTube. So now that we have some extra time in the day again, I'm fixing to get ready this afternoon. I'm preparing. I've been asked to speak at a youth group tonight, so I'm going to be busy doing that. And then, of course, this weekend we got to package up earlier than usual to get out of town. Bub has tryouts this weekend, so we're excited for that. He might be getting to a new team, and so we're going to be gone again and not going to be here. So it's like one thing after another. The following weekend, we're going to be in Atlanta for the Empower Me Pink, and then the weekend after that, we're going to be in Maryland for another spring conference. So, I mean, it's like bam, 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 a lot going on, but those would be fun trips to vlog for you guys. Do you like the vlogs? Do you miss the vlogs? All right, let's see what we got going over here. All right, Callie does. She likes the vlogs. Oh, it's 33 degrees where Patricia is. Oh my goodness. We were down last night, you guys, in the 20s. We were down in the 20s last night. Unbelievable. All right, let's see. All right, thank you, Debbie Parker. She likes the vlogs. Miss Jeannie misses the vlogs. I'm going to try to bring most of those back. We are probably not over on the vlog channel. They'll probably be right here on this one just for the time being because they're going to be interspersed out here and there. But we will vlog for you the trip to Atlanta and the trip to Maryland. We'll take you with us on that for sure. Those of you that have been following the jewelry channel over on Facebook, if you've been following the jewelry at all, then you will be familiar with a few of the names that you'll see. I'm going to actually get to meet them face to face. These girls are on my team, and they've been on my team for months. They were customers before that, and then they signed up to sell the jewelry, joining my team, but I've never met them face to face. So that's going to be extremely exciting. And if I get their permission to put them in the vlog, you guys will get to actually see them too, because when you guys all comment together in the comments section, you see each other's profile picture, you kind of got an idea of who people are, but you guys haven't met them either. So I thought that would be really fun, but I'll have to get their permission and we'll see. You know what, Debbie Parker? Good luck with that one. Steve hates the camera. He hates the camera. I can't even express that strongly enough. I'll ask him, can you do the jewelry show with me tonight? No. Will you do this with me? No. He does not like the camera. Kristen's the same way. She loves being behind the scenes, but getting her in the vlogs is like pulling teeth, you guys. She does not. Now, Bub loves it. Bub loves it. You guys know he has his own channel now, so hopefully y'all all have subscribed to him over there. He's doing really well. He's got over 300 subscribers going, and he's got lots of hours and views on his analytics. So people are enjoying his channel. It's all soccer related. It's following his journey on becoming pro, and he takes you through workouts and watching him practice and train. I think he said he's going to vlog this weekend. He may have me vlog some from a distance. The actual tryout process, not extremely sure if he's going to follow through with that or not. But he may. I think it probably depends on how nervous he is. You know what I mean? Like if he's really worked up and super nervous, he might not want to vlog the weekend. But if he does, then I'll obviously take some footage. Steve and I go with him on every tryout. We go with him everywhere while we can. I don't know where this path will lead him. And should he end up playing overseas somewhere, I'm sure he would just jump at the chance to go play for either Arsenal or Barcelona, his favorite teams. If he ever got the opportunity, guys, he would be on the first plane out of here. I know he would. So, and it depends, if he does make it to the MLS, which is his goal, no telling where he would play. And then I may not get to go to games every week or tryouts or any of that. You know what I mean? So it's like while we're here, like he would tell me, he'd say, Mom, I know it's a long drive. Y'all don't have to worry about coming tonight. And I'd say, Bub, I am coming to every game I possibly can, because there may come a time when you're playing so far away, I can't go anymore. You know what I mean? So yeah, we go with him everywhere. So if he doesn't mind and he's not too nervous, then we'll try to capture some of the vlog, but it will be on his channel. It'll be over on his channel. So make sure you guys are subscribed over there. He really is funny, Debbie, and when we can get him on the camera, he's really good on the camera, but he hates it. Like, it is literally like pulling teeth to get him agreed to do it. So, hey, Daisy D, how are you, girlfriend? How are you doing? Well, you know what? He has talked about the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and Tampa Bay has a new extension team. I believe he was just telling me about the other day, but I can't remember if it's in the UPSL 2 or if it's in the UPS or in the UPSL, the main league. I'll have to ask him about that, but he did say where he's trying out this weekend is his first choice. This is where he would want to play. It's still semi-pro, but he actually would move there, live on campus there. It's only about an hour and 15-minute drive. He won't let me tell where yet. He doesn't want me to tell where, but it's not too far from us. So we would still get to make all the games, but he would live on campus because they provide housing and the food and all that stuff. He still wouldn't get like a salary. So it's not fully pro, it's semi-pro, but they do provide room and board and all that kind of stuff. Everything that the players need, they stay in their training facility, so they're right there with the workout gear every day. And I mean, it is top notch. This particular team, I can't remember if they won the whole league this year or if they didn't, if they were runners up. I don't remember that part about it, but what I do know is this would be his first choice. But he did say if he doesn't make this team, then he's thought about Tampa because they're opening up a new team this year. And of course, they're going to be building from scratch. So he said, Mom, I could always go there. That would be further from home. him living a little over an hour away is going to be hard enough, but oh my gosh, living 3 hours away where you can't just see him anytime you want to, that's going to be a big adjustment. But I'm excited for him, and he has talked about it. So Tampa could be a destination, Debbie. He might be in your backyard. How about that? I know, right, Daisy? Oh my gosh. Her cookies, she is so professional with those cookies. She just finished some more. Uh she's not here, and I don't know if she has it sealed up enough where I could bring it in here to show you guys, but be looking for the pictures. She just finished some monster trucks. There was a girl who contacted her and wanted some pink and black monster trucks because she's kind of a tomboy and she loves to go mudding. So Kristen just finished those, and they are adorable. Every time she does cookies, she gets better and better. She's got another event that she's doing cookies for this weekend. My mom and dad's 50th wedding anniversary is this weekend, and so she's working on the big cake for that. I think she's got baby shower cookies or birthday party cookies that she's also doing this week. She stays so busy. So busy. And then, of course, Valentine's Day, she's already taken her pre-orders for that. So she is pumping them out. She's pumping them out. Well, thank you, Daisy. I'll make sure to pass that on to her. I'll make sure to pass it on to her. She's doing really good. She's taught herself everything. She watched some YouTube videos. She watches a few girls on Instagram, and on Instagram, they'll post to their stories little like mini videos teaching you how to do different techniques. So she's kind of just taught herself, and she is doing really, really good for it. And people here in this town, some of the people who are, influential, with their position and with their jobs, have gotten a hold of her cookies. And then, of course, it's just word of mouth. It is spreading like crazy. So, yeah, she's been keeping busy. She'd be even busier if she could ship them. Oh, well, thank you, Shannon. Matter of fact, Shannon, I think she was going to message you a little bit later about the cakes. She saw your little cake. So I'll tell her to make sure she follows through with that message. You might be getting a message from her. Yep, they've been married 50 years on February the 2nd. We will actually be out of town that weekend, so we're all celebrating this upcoming weekend. We'll celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary. That's a long time to be together, isn't it, guys? That's a long time to be together. Oh, did she do what? I didn't even see. I haven't even been on Instagram much on my personal side. I've been on the jewelry side, posting the pictures of the jewelry. So I didn't see her story. I'll have to go see that. What was she was putting the mud around the tires? Is that what she was doing? How fun is that? Well, thank you. I think she is very talented with it too. Here's how it went with her. The story with her was she got hired to do her very first birthday cake when she was only like 13. She was really, really young, and a lady in our church had asked her to do the birthday cake for her son. And it was a big cake, like a full sheet cake. And Kristen was a little nervous about it because she had never done something that big before. She just kind of played around here, but she did it and she did a really good job, really good job. And nothing really ever developed from there. She had wanted to go to Le Cordon Bleu. That was her dream, but then they went defunct. You know, at least here, stateside, they did. And so there was a school down in Orlando. That's where she wanted to go. So they closed up shop, and then she just really lost interest in it. She wanted to go to Evangel, and she wanted to go into worship ministry, studying for worship ministry. And then she decided that, okay, she didn't really want to do that anymore. She wants to still do the worship ministry, but she didn't feel like she wanted to go to school for that. She wanted to do her classes here through correspondence and take some of her Bible classes to eventually get licensed. She would be third generation if she did that. And she thought that would be so cool. That's what I want to do. And so just as a hobby, she started doing her cookies again, just kind of playing around with it. Had no intention to sell them. And I said to her, I said, babe, these are so beautiful. I said, you ought to post these on Facebook and take some orders. See if people want to buy those from you. You can have a little side job going on. She was already helping me with the jewelry, and we were staying really busy with that. But I knew that that would be something personal that could be her own. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, no, she's like, if I put those on there, ain't nobody going to want them. And I said, just try it, baby. They are so cute, so pretty. So she did. She posted them, had no interest. And she cried, and she was like, see, I told you nobody would buy these cookies. And then she kind of felt embarrassed that she put them on there. And I said, babe, I said, you can't give up just after the first time. I said, first of all, with the Facebook algorithms, y'all know how it is. You can post things and your friends never even see it because Facebook kind of hides things. They choose who to show things to and all that. I said, so you got to stick with it. I said, just stick with it. When you make more, put it on there again and, just keep it going. And then all of a sudden, she did. She decided, okay, she's going to get over her, I guess we'd call it maybe embarrassment. I don't know. Just kind of devastation and feeling bad that nobody wanted them. She got over it. She made more. She posted them again. And then boom, it just kind of went from there. So now she's really happy she stuck with it. And it's just taken off more than she ever thought it could. So it gives her a little extra spending money, and it gives her something to do to work towards while she's finishing up her classes here. And, I don't know. She's talked about loving to have a little bakery maybe one day, but I know that's not her full heart. Like that's not what she would want to do full time all the time. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see how it all evolves and where it goes. All right, let's see what Debbie Parker is saying here. Oh, she did message you, Shannon. Okay, she already did then. Yeah, that is true, Debbie Parker. Yes, Callie. Come on. Come on over. Come on over. Um, Debbie, if she could ship, she'd definitely have to have a commercial kitchen because it already gets to be a lot here. We have one oven. We don't even have a double oven. I told her, I said, if we had a space in the kitchen where we could at least bring in another oven, then that would be okay. But I mean, there are days that I'm not kidding you guys. She will be working on dozens and dozens of cookies all at the same time. And she will get started first thing in the morning, and she will work sometimes up until 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, she just, because it's one oven, she can only do so many at a time. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it with the decorated cookies that I don't think a lot of people know, because I didn't know until she started doing it, is you have to do it in so many different layers that it takes days to do one set of cookies because there's different colors involved. So you have to put on one layer, you have to wait till it sets and dries before you can add the other color, or else it'll just all blend in together. And then you have to let that set and dry. I mean, it's a long process of days worth of work on one custom order. So She would have to definitely have a commercial space if she was able to ship them, because we have so many people that contact her. Can you ship yet? Can you ship yet? And I know she would be cooking all the time, all the time. So she would have to have 3 or 4 ovens going all at the same time, and she'd have to have help. You know what I mean? There are days now that I'll go in there and say, "Babe, can I just help you do something?" She's like, "No, I got it. I got it." Because mom ain't no good. Y'all saw our Christmas cookie contest. I'm not good at it. I'm not good at it. I could help her mix the dough though. I could put it on the trays and use the cookie cutters. I could at least do that part for her. But yeah, she'd have to have a commercial kitchen because she would sell a lot if she could ship them. That's for sure. That would be an idea. That would be an idea, pulling a little she shed out back. That would be a good idea. We could move her a couple ovens in there and get her all set up with her own space. Oh, Daisy, I tell her. I'll tell her. Oh my goodness. I never knew how involved making the cookies were. I never knew how much work that was till she started. I know, right, Callie? That is so true. Like they could do a real life movie on the life of Kristen. They sure could. Oh, wow. Yeah, she would love that. We've had several people tell her, "Oh, I'll help you. Let me invest. We'll get you a little brick and mortar store going." She's had a couple people tell her that. I'm not sure how many of them are truly serious or how many of them are just saying it, but there's been several people told her that they would try to help her get started if she ever decided that she really wanted to do that for sure. But I think now that she's feeling more comfortable with it, she's getting a lot faster. Like she would tell me before, she'd say, "Mom, this girl on Instagram today, she did like one girl right around Christmas time was doing like 90 dozen in a week." In a week by herself. Okay, one person. And I'm like, wow, because I think Kristen was able to do 15 dozen. We'd have to ask her to be sure, but I want to say it was kind of around that range somewhere. And I mean, that was working nonstop day and night with all the custom orders that she had. And she was working as fast as she could. And she felt so bad. She's like, "Mom, I'm not even close to what these other girls are doing." And I'm like, "Babe, you're one person." And she's like, "But they're one person too." But the more she's doing it, the faster she is getting and the more she's able to get out in a week's time. So, as she gets faster at it, she'll be able to pump out more and be able to take a lot more orders. But I mean, it's like, wow, that's a lot of cookies in a week. A lot of cookies in a week. She makes her own, Debbie. She makes her own. She uses we'd have to ask her for sure everything that goes in it, but I know she buys meringue powder and then of course sugar. Um, I know there's shortening involved in there in with it too. I don't know all of what goes in her. I've never sat there and like just watched her put her components together. I've sat there and watched her decorate, but I think sometimes that kind of makes her nervous because I'll go lean up on the counter, and I'll watch real close what she's doing. And I think that makes her nervous when I do. So I try not to do that very often, but sometimes her designs are so stinking cute. I just have to sit there for a few minutes and watch her create. The Mickey Mouse ones. Did y'all see those? Those were so adorable. Those were so adorable. And then of course she just finished the baby shower that had the gold leafing on it. Was it a tropical theme? I think that's the one she did this past weekend. So cute. So cute, you guys. That's exactly true, Callie. That is exactly true. Quality over quantity. Oh, well, thank you, Daisy D. That's super kind of you to say. I am so proud of them too. I really am. They, they are following their dreams and doing and they've done it in the face of criticism, because people are always like, "Oh, aren't you in school? You need to be in school," and blah blah blah. You know how people are. And of course, I've always told my kids since the day that they were born, listen, if you can tell me that you have prayed and really sought the Lord on what he wants you to do with your life, and you can tell me you've done it, I don't care what you do. All right. I don't care what you do because we've kind of talked about it on this channel before. I mean, you have to have people working in every job of life. All right. Like people, you see the memes go around and people always joke about people who work at McDonald's. But the bottom line is we like to go to McDonald's to eat, right? So somebody has to get our food. We love to go to Walmart and shop. Somebody has to ring us out. Well, now you ring yourself out, but you get my idea. You know what I'm saying? We all take our garbage to the curb every week, and we love it that people come by and pick our garbage up for us so we don't have to go to the dump ourselves. So there is no job that is insignificant, no job at all that is insignificant. And that's just what I've always instilled in my kids. If they want to go to college and they want to study for a particular career, hey, I'm all about it. I'll support them 100%. But if they don't and they want to follow some other dream and aspiration, I'm all about that too. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much more to life than going and sitting in college, raising up $100,000 in debt. So they've had to deal with the criticism from adults, and they've had to deal with the questions but don't you think you should do this, because everybody always has advice, you know that. And I've always just taught them, be respectful, be kind, listen to what they have to say, weigh it out, and then you pick the bones out and you keep the good stuff. So they have been courageous enough, both of them, to follow their dream and to do what they want to do with their life. It is their life at the end of the day. I can't choose their path for them. Their dad can't choose their path for them. Other adults can't choose the path for them. They were created with purpose. And that's what I always tell you guys. We had the t-shirts. I always say you were created for purpose. Go be all you can be. That's our little tagline here. And so that's the way I believe, even for my own kids. They were born for a purpose, and it's their job. It's just my job to help them discover the purpose, And so hopefully they feel the freedom to do that, because I never want it to be like, oh, I got to do this because my parents want me to do it. And if I don't do this, then they're going to be so No, that's not even true. So I'm very proud of them too. I'm proud of the courage that they've had to do it, and to really buckle down and to learn and to train and to get good at what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because neither of them are lazy. They're both very hardworking. They're focused on what they want to do, and they're doing it. So yeah, I'm very proud of them too. Thanks for those kind words, Daisy. All right, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that is true, Daisy. You are very true about that. A lot of eyes are on them. And I grew up too in a preacher's home. Really, Debbie? Wow, see there where that can take you? You never know where it'll take you. Daisy, I grew up in a pastor's home too. A lot of you guys know that. My dad's a preacher too. And it's just like with anything else. I mean, certain places where you are in life, your life is a little more on display than others. There are different expectations on you than there are on other people. It just comes with the territory. And you have to learn that eyes are watching you. You do have to live, what I want to say, it's not that you have to live necessarily to a different standard, because people shouldn't expect more out of you than they expect out of themselves. But you do have to live your life as an example, definitely, of what you preach, if that makes sense. Like, I can't get in the pulpit and preach a sermon that I'm then not going to live. Okay. And I mean, it's a struggle in your own self, because we're all human, and you make mistakes, you have flaws, there are things that just go on, that you're constantly trying to balance, but you don't necessarily have as much liberty, I guess is what I'm trying to say, to muddle through the mistakes in your life like other people who aren't necessarily in the spotlight do. Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say? Because people see you when you fail. And a lot of times people are not as forgiving. They don't have as much grace as what you would like for them to have. And sometimes, even when you have to make the decisions in your life that you know that you are definitely in accordance with the word, and your life is living up to the expectations that God has on you, because people have different standards, or because people have different thoughts of how a life should be, they hold you to a standard that even God doesn't hold you to. You know what I mean? And they can have an expectation from you that God Himself never puts on you. And so that's a hard place to be. It really is. But I have told my kids since the very beginning, whenever they were small, we have told them, listen, eyes are on you for sure. But you have an audience of one. And at the end of the day, if your life is lining up with the measurements of the word, and you can lay your head down on the pillow at night knowing that you are in good conscience with the Lord, because if you learn to listen to Him, He'll tell you when you're wrong. He will tell you when you're wrong. If you can do that, then it really doesn't matter what other people say. You know what I'm trying to say? Because their expectations and what they expect out of Christians in general, but especially out of ministry families, is not always right. It's a thought that they have in their own mind, that they have an expectation they place that is not accurate. So don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. And that's how I live my life. And I know that's really kind of contrary to what a lot of pastors will do, because a lot of pastors, they feel the pressure from the people, they feel the eyes that are on them, and a lot of times they let the people's expectations become how they live their life, and then they end up doing things not that are wrong, but things that they don't have to do because it's not expected of them by God. Hopefully that makes sense, what I'm trying to tell you guys. So we've tried to always tell Kristen and Bub that, you know what, if you have days where you royally mess up and you make huge mistakes and you just don't get it right, then follow the leading of the Lord, apologize to whoever you need to apologize to, make amends, make it right, do what's right to make the situation right according to what God expects of you, not what people expect of you. And if you have peace with Him, don't worry about it. And that's hard. That's a hard place to come to. You know, it's a real hard place to come to because the judgments come, the criticisms come, the words come. And, but they've done really well. They have done really well adjusting to that. And, they'll be the first to tell you it's a hard place for them to have to be. It's a hard place to think that every single thing they do is being watched, and you feel like if you lose your temper and blow up. I've told y'all before the story how I was in Walmart one night and got so ticked off at the girl who was working because she would not move her cart out of my way. I had Kristen at the time who was potty training. Bub was really little. He was also in a cart. So I had both of them in the cart. She was 2. He wasn't even 1 yet. I was trying to squeeze through to get to the bathroom. The girl wouldn't move. So Kristen ended up wetting on herself because I couldn't get her to the bathroom. And I went off, baby. All these people are saying they love your cookies and you're so talented. Can we show them the monster trucks? I didn't know if I could pick them up, so I didn't want to. So I went off on her. Well, I got out to the car and I started feeling so convicted because the Lord will get you. He'll get you. And I had to find her. I had to go back in a day or two later and I had to find her and tell her, you know what? I shouldn't have acted that way to you the other night. I am so sorry. And here's what I've learned. You may have to do this, so I don't want to mess your cookies up. Are you sure? I'm afraid I might break them. Here's what I've learned. When you do that, that speaks more volumes to people than if you just lived perfectly all the time. Does that make sense? Like one of the things that I hear from our teenagers, because we work with youth now, youth and young adults, one of the things that I hear from them more often than not is that they are so grateful that we are just real and that they see us when we make mistakes and that we don't do everything right, but they see how we respond to that. They see either how we apologize to people or how we go back and make it right, what we do when we mess up, because nobody is perfect. There was only one perfect person who ever lived. And sometimes being able to see the realness in you and how you deal with it teaches them way more than if they just thought your life was perfect. Because how can anybody live up to that? You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that you just kind of have to balance, but they have both done really well with it. And yeah, they're following their dreams. Okay, you ready to see these? These monster truck cookies. All right, let's see. That is true, Daisy. That is one thing that I have learned is that people do remember the bad. That's true, Callie. You have to be, or else I always heard the statement, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. So, a true story. I've never heard of Amatola. Don't know what that is. Well, she was in the wrong, Debbie Parker. She really was in the wrong. She should have moved, but I didn't handle my anger correctly. Like I should have been able to say it to her. I mean, because I went off. Like whenever I'm telling you I made a scene, I made a scene because mama's got a temper. So even though she was wrong, I should have handled it in a better way. I could have told her she was wrong and been angry. The Bible says to be angry, but don't sin. So there's no sin in being angry. It's just in how you deal with the anger. And I did not deal with it right. All right, look at these little monster truck cookies. Oh my goodness. The girl wanted pink and black. Aren't those the cutest little things? Oh my goodness, she's even got mud on the tires. Daisy D said she saw you do a story, I guess, yesterday. All right, you want to get I don't know how to put these back in. I don't want to mess them up. I told them all, you hate to be on the camera. Here's your thank you cookie. Y'all can give something to eat if you want to. I'm just joking. You want to come say hey to everybody? I've been telling everybody they need to come subscribe to your channel. Bub walked in the door. Here he comes. Here comes the man. I told him you got a big tryout this week, but you won't let me tell him where. But you know what Miss Debbie Parker said? Debbie Parker was talking about Tampa Bay. Was it the Rowdies, she said? Yeah, but their expansion team, that's not with the Rowdies, is it? Or is it? It is.
That was the team that I told you about. The other one might be able to.
Yeah, but was it the Tampa Bay Rowdies? Is that what it was called?
Tampa Bay Rowdies U23.
Okay, Tampa Bay Rowdies U23. Yeah, so that is what he was talking about, Debbie. I knew you said Tampa, but couldn't remember what the name of it was. So there's the man of the hour. Yeah, they definitely contain a lot of sugar, Martin. That's for sure. Everybody's saying they're super cute, baby. Oh, is it? Mud on the Tires is actually a country song. I didn't know that. Daisy says, hey, bub.
Oh.
All right. Now, have you guys had any glitching? Have you had any pixelating or any glitching with this video? This is the main reason we came live, was to test that, to see if it's Facebook or my internet. So let me know, sound off over there in the comments. Has there been any pixelating, any glitching? Has my mouth been off from the sound? Have you had any visual problems with this video? That's what I need to know. Oh, listen to that. Daisy D showed your channel to her nephew because he loves soccer, so he started following you.
Oh, cool.
He said that's really cool, Daisy. Okay, good. So see, none of y'all are that's what I thought. It's got to be a Facebook issue because there are no issues here with YouTube. And we've been live, let's see, what, 56 minutes thereabouts, give or take a few. Hey, Kelly, how are you? We're just about getting ready to sign off, so I'm glad you caught us in time. I am glad you caught us in time. All right, no problems for Shannon either. That's what I thought. So there you go, babe. It's got to be Facebook. I had a feeling Facebook threw us off the air twice last night, once this morning, and then all of you guys kept saying that it was pixelated for you, and my words weren't matching. Last time it did this, you guys, they made huge changes on the platform. Like everything was different. So they must be up at it again. I really wish they would just send us warnings, like send us an email. Hey, we're going to be doing this and this on these days, but they don't, they never tell us. Oh, that's it. That's Callie said, no, she's not buying anything. So her husband left us alone. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Callie, you always make me laugh. All right, now it is freezing up for Miss Marcia. Oh, well, thank you, Daisy. One of the reasons why I quit doing that, honestly, is just because they just weren't getting views. So I just didn't think people were interested in them. Um, I just didn't think that they were interesting to people. So I just kind of stopped over there. I love the devotional channel though, and I love teaching the word. So that is one of the channels that I would love to bring back and focus some more on. So if some of you guys are interested in that, hey, even if it's just 2 or 3 of you, but there for a while videos would get no views or they might get just 1 or 2 views. And I thought, okay, people really just aren't interested in this channel. And, it takes such a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to edit them. It takes a lot of time to film them. And so I thought, that's putting a lot of time and investment in if people really just aren't interested in that kind of content. So, but if you guys are, let me know, and we can try to get that one rolling back too. Tinker Kell, it is freezing in Florida too. Of course, has it warmed up at all? Bub's still got his beanie on. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, he said no, not much. Oh, well, thank you, Daisy. Thank you. I'm excited about tonight. I'm going to be speaking at a youth group here in our town. Their youth pastor asked me to come share, and I'm going to be sharing my a version of, it's not exactly the same, but I have a series called Conquering the Cinderella Complex, Releasing Your Inner Princess. So I've reworked that a little bit for the youth because we're going to have men in there, boys in there too, the young guys. So it'll be male and female night. So I won't call it Cinderella. So I've reworked it a little bit, made it a little more youthy. That's one that I usually do for women's conferences, but I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that because so many of our youth in today's culture, they question who they are. They're questioning their identity. They're questioning their value and their worth, what they want to do with their future, and all the pressures that come from outside. And I love to encourage them and teach them to see themselves with great value and for purpose, So I'm really excited about that tonight. Really excited about that. Oh, well, thank you, Kelly. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll try to start working on that, even if we just bring back, because I was doing the daily devotional, and then I started extending it to where they were a little bit longer, the moments in the Word, which became more of like a 15 to 20 minute kind of little teaching devotional. But I may could try to get the 5-minute devotionals back because I can film all of those in one day. I mean, it takes a whole day. Like we would start early in the morning and we would end late at night because of course I'm going to change the wardrobe for each one so people don't know they were all filmed in the same day. The magic of TV, right? Or video. So you'd have your wardrobe changes, and then Bub would readjust the camera because he's the cameraman, and he'd get all that reset up, and then we would film another one, and it would go back and forth. And unfortunately, it doesn't take in one take. I mess up so much that I'd say, rewind it. We got to do that again. And so it's a long process to get those done. And then, of course, the editing takes forever. But I can do that. Now that we've got a different system with the jewelry, it does free up my time a lot. Buy It Live takes care of a lot of the backside that I used to have to do. And so I've got a little more time. I will promise you guys that I will do my best within the next few weeks to get a few more devotions up for you guys. Kelly, I thought that I had recorded the Cinderella conference. I thought I had that. But I can't find it on video anywhere because I thought the last women's conference that I went to that Steve had recorded that for me. But if he did, I can't find it anywhere. So I'm thinking maybe not. I'm thinking he must not have gotten that recorded for me. So it is a good one. Any of you guys that are involved in your churches, if you're involved with your ladies groups, we travel, we come to different places. You guys let us know. Have your either pastors contact us or your women's director or whoever. Give us a call and contact us, and we can work out details. We go and we do travel around We have a 2-day marriage conference that we had put together called, I can't even remember the name of it now because it's been a little while since we did one. Becoming One. Do you remember, babe? I'd have to pull up my file on my computer for the big banner that we have and everything, but it's been a couple years since we did that one. But we do have one that we do on marriage. Steve teaches a few of the classes, and then I teach a few of those classes. But yeah, we're open, and you guys let us know, and we would love to come. Yeah, Callie, a lot of adults do need to hear that. That's usually, unless the Lord lays something different on my heart, whenever I'm invited to women's conferences, that's the one that I do there. We have, I tell my story. I have it here on this channel, actually. I have it here about what being a beauty queen taught me. It's an old video. It's horrible quality, actually. I really need to do it again. But because, you grow, you get better. But I do have one on this channel called What Being a Beauty Queen Taught Me. And I tell a little bit about my story and the insecurities and all that kind of stuff and the transformation of learning to see yourself the right way. And so I bring a lot of those pictures in with me tonight. I'll have my big trophies and my tiara. I'll take them with me tonight and talk about that with the young people and give them my story. But you would be surprised. We have had 70, 80-year-old women come up to me after some of these conferences who have lived their whole life hating who they were. And that just makes me sad. That just makes me sad to think, okay, you're in your 70s. There's probably not a lot of years left of your life. You've definitely lived way more of your life than what you have left to live. And to think that some of these people have lived their whole lives just hating who they are. And I mean, it's sad enough whenever it's the teenagers, because you want the teenagers to love who they are. But you do know and you understand that the changes that teenagers go through, the chemical changes even in the brain as hormones are coming, and there's a very chemical side to it as well, that self-guessing and insecurities can just be a natural part of growing up. And you hope that by the time they hit about 20 to 25, that some of those issues are resolved. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, people live through such, we have heard the stories of such abusive words. And I'm not necessarily talking about physical abuse, but just words that some kids have grown up hearing their entire life until they moved out of their homes and either got married or got out on their own. And those words are so powerful. They do a lot of damage on the psyche, and it can take years to recover from that. It really can. I don't think that people understand enough the psychological impact of verbal abuse. People don't understand it enough. And so, yeah, we have had a lot of ladies. One of the first times I ever did this conference, it's called the Extraordinary You Conference, is what I call that one. And the first one that I had done was down in a little town called Deena in Florida. And we had, I don't know, there might have been 60 ladies there that day, maybe a few more. And that was the first time that I actually had what you would consider older women or more mature women. One lady in particular, the first one that came up to me after that conference, was in her 60s. And she had told me things that she had been through and how she had hated herself all those years. And my heart just broke. Like, I can remember getting back in the car and telling Steve as we were driving home, my heart was just broken. That here were these ladies that were so much older that, we look at them as young women, we look at them and we think, wow, they've got it all together and they're so mature and they've gotten life figured out, they've gone through the hard times and things are probably settled for them. And really, that's not true. That is not true for a lot of people who are older. And it's so sad to me. So anytime that I can bring an encouraging word to them, I love to do it. I love to do it and help them to see themselves the way that God sees them, for sure. Oh, well, thank you, Daisy D. I was starting to make the Bible readings. I had one put up, and then I contacted the people who own the copyrights for that version of the Bible just to make sure that there were going to be no copyrights infringements for doing that. And I did not hear back from them. So I need to reach out to them again and just make sure that I'm not going to get any kind of trouble for any copyrights by reading something word for word. Because even those translations of the Bible still have copyrights in them. So you have to be careful how you use it and how you cite your work and all that stuff. So, but yeah, I love those. Those I do love. Like I would love to do the whole Bible on CD. I just think that would be neat to do. That's been one of my goals to get that done. So all right, you guys, I'm going to hop off of here. It is 1:00 and I need to get prepared for tonight. So I'm going to hop off. Thanks for helping me test this to see if it's YouTube. I mean, if it's the internet or if it's Facebook. It's obviously Facebook. So Facebook better get it together. They better get it together. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for a little bit, you guys. Yeah, and whenever you do it like in a sermon or that kind of stuff, you can, but even like writing books, you have to be sure to get the proper footnote in there, just as if you were to quote any other work. You have to cite your work. And if you, especially on YouTube, you have to be so careful with copyright infringements on YouTube. Like if you quote a song or sing a song, do a cover of a song and all that stuff, you have to just make sure that you cite it the right way so that there's no like copyright infringement on the actual work. And I know that does sound weird since it's a Bible, but it does fall up under the same category of any other written literature. So it's a sticky thing. It's a sticky thing. Thank you, Daisy D. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right. Well, I'm going to slide off here and get ready for tonight. Be watching the next couple days and we'll have that sitting bench makeover. We're going to do it farmhouse style. So that's going to be fun. Then I'll have it up on Marketplace when we're all done with that one. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, you guys. We love every one of you and we will see you all again very soon. Bye.